So this will be a blind playthrough of the new episode. We're playing on advanced difficulty, which is by my standards daring for a new episode, especially a blind playthrough. The episode is called Partisans, and it's found in the featured episode tab at the moment, or the events tab. And for my YouTube channel, I'll give a quick show of the build I'm using, since I'm recording for YouTube as well. I'm using the Omega Reputation Klingon Honor Guard ground set, but mostly using my Plasma Assault minigun. Bit of a sciencey kit. And the ship is the Kurak Battlecruiser with Nukara Reputation Store weapons and Honor Guard 3-piece space set. Skills, weapons and a little armor. A lot of tactical but balanced with engineering and science. Intel and strategist for specializations, both complete. Traits, bit tanky in space and weird on the ground. And tools are balanced between engineering, science and tactical. So, play now.
I have discovered the location of the evidence we need to clear our names. However, will be difficult. For one, it is stored in a secure facility in the Goran system. For another, it is held within a system that utilizes cutting-edge data security. Security that goes even beyond my abilities. Fortunately, I happen to know a very talented specialist that can assist us. For the right price. I've arranged a meeting at Shango on Nimbus Street. Meet me there, and bring old Bartok. We can always use some extra muscle.
Go to Shangdu Bar on Nimbus 3 in the Beta Quadrant and meet with Adepta. And she wants us to bring along Martog. And the reward is the event Daily Progress, and I'll be playing for the Nanopulse Staff Rifle. And I'm going to turn the music down a little bit because I need to be able to hear the dialogue. Music volume down to 10%. Turn the FX volume down to 20%. No, that's not making any difference. It's the ambient volume that's too loud. %. So let's take the long road to Nimbus, because this is a proper episode we're playing. And it's in the Beta Quadrant, and we're currently in the Alpha Quadrant. Friends in low places, go to Shangdu. I wonder what duty officers I'm using. Ground Warfare Specialist. Beaming additional turrets. I don't use turrets, so that officer is kind of wasted. Vascular Regenerator. Science Kit debuffs. EMH. beam down additional medical support. So this officer is kind of useless. I wonder if I've got anything better on the ground. Gold press latinum. Chance to beam in quantum mortar, reduce recharge time for combat, supply increased duration of annealing gas, chance to reduce cooldowns on exothermic, chance for vascular regenerator. Am I using vascular regenerator? I don't know, but we'll swap just in case I am. No, it's not vascular regenerator. Ah, well. I don't think I've got a better officer for the ground. A good one that would be beneficial to the ground build. Crossing to Beta Quadrant. Nimbus. We didn't pick Martok up on the way. He should already be here. He must already be here. So we're heading to clear our name. Jumpuck has betrayed the Empire. And now all good Klingons have found themselves enemies of the Empire. Named the planet of galactic peace in 2267 after the Federation Klingon War, Nimbus 3 was supposed to be the model for a new age of peace, mutual cooperation. It was instead an inhospitable rock that was soon controlled by gangs and beset by violence. After the Vulcan Cybok briefly occupied the capital of Paradise City in 2267, the Romulan, Klingon and Federation all pledged funds and assistance to help the planet. The cleanup effort was a failure and the population rebelled constantly against anyone they saw as authority. The last Starfleet officers were evacuated in 2318. Since then, the planet has been a haven for criminal operations and unchecked violence. Here we go. Oh crap, my ground officers are terrible. Ah well. Exciting.
It smells like violence and vice. I can see why Adit enjoys it.
General! Nimbus 3 isn't exactly Roycer, General. So get your head out your ass and focus on the game.
Indeed. This place doesn't hide its purpose behind smiling half-naked fools and manufactured weather. But enough of that. We need to consider who we're working with and where she's leading us.
Yes, it's not half-naked fools. It's half-naked con merchants. Sounds like you have concerns about Jaula.
She is Mokai. Only an idiot would not be concerned about her intentions. It is no secret how I feel about Jempak, especially after everything that has happened. But I find myself thinking, we may be replacing one tyrant with another. Should that prove to be the case, I will not hesitate to end Jaula's reign as well, even if it means being the Chancellor again.
Oh, I hope so. I hope he gets to be Chancellor again. I can think of worse fates than that.
Ha! Do the job for a day, and see if you say the same thing afterward. For now, let's find this witch of Nimbus 3, and see what sort of criminal mischief she's conjured up for us.
It'll be interesting at the very least. So we've got to speak to the bouncer. Coming through, VIP, doesn't have to queue.
Welcome to Shangdu, an entertainment experience unlike any other. Brought to you by Madron Enterprises. Would you like to hear about our drink specials?
Brought to you by Madron Enterprises. When I logged on, before I played this on several characters, it kept giving me an accolade saying that I've met Madron. Well, I did in previous stories, but not in this one, so why would it give me the accolade before I played the story? No, have you seen a Klingon woman in here recently?
Why yes, I saw a particularly fearsome looking Klingon woman arrive earlier. She wasn't interested in the drink specials either.
Perhaps after we finished our business we can all have some blood wine and have a laugh about all the death.
This is normally where I'd expect a little compensation for letting you cut to the head of the line, but I can see you're not in the mood for a shakedown, so please, go on in and enjoy your Shangdu experience.
I'm glad you recognise a VIP when you see one. We do not queue. Adepta, you in here? Who the hell are you?
Well, hello. I like the way you're put together, stranger. Buy a girl a drink?
Let me take your number and we'll think about it later.
Oh, bit too rough for my tastes. Klingons. Male or female. Afraid I haven't seen any Klingon women recently. But if you change your mind, I'll be around.
I'm not interested in Klingon women for that sort of thing. I want a Gorn woman. I'm looking around for other people to click on before I find Adepta. Just so I can play it all. That looks like her.
Help you with something, stranger?
Seen a Klingon woman in here tonight.
As a matter of fact, I have. She's over in the VIP section with some rough customers. Syndicate, if I were to guess.
Orion Syndicate, eh? In the VIP section that my kind usually refers to as the chill out room.
Saw her kick some fella in his tender parts a while ago. Found out the hard way it ain't wise to rile up a Klingon gal. Just saying, she might be in a mood. Tread lightly, you know.
I'm a Gorn. My nuts can take it. Oh, all the other clickies disappeared when I spoke to him. There were a few people at the bar I could have talked to. But we need a drink. What, you can't take a shot like you could in the previous episode here? Found you.
And here they are at last. Did you get a little distracted by the local talent on the way here?
Oh yes, we had some fun.
Ha! This place isn't as wild as it used to be when Hassan and the syndicate called the shots. Back then, the place was actually interesting. Speaking of the syndicate, introductions are in order. This is Var, captain of the Cold Star.
Nice to meet you, Captain. Oh, by the way, I killed Hassan the Undying. He's dead.
Your reputation precedes you. I have to say, I've never done business with a hero before. Ought to be interesting, at least.
I'm not a hero, I'm a nerd. Hopefully not the kind of interesting that gets us killed.
Couldn't agree with you more. The surly, well-armed Orion next to me is Kenya, and the esteemed daughter of Earth there is Wilkins, our information specialist.
Haven't seen any Gorn females now that you mention it. I don't even know any exist. Ladies?
Hear that, Kenya? Call us ladies. I like them already.
Adepta speaks highly of your
I'll
skills.
bet she does. I'm a handy gal to have around. Especially if you're looking to acquire some very secure data from some very cranky folks in a certain empire we all know and love. I gotta say, you don't think small, do you?
Jumpunk needs to pay for what he's done. Can you handle the job?
With both hands and my feet if I need them. Relax. Our mutual friend the witch here wouldn't have set up this little palaver if she didn't think I was the right gal for the job. I'll get your data. Don't you worry.
I bet you're going to hire a Ferengi to do it for you.
Picking up a lot of EM interference. Could be some sort of disruption field. I think we need to get out of here now.
I'm finding the ambient noise is drowning out the vocals a bit. It's bothering me. I might have to change my audio settings a little. Chunk to Patak. Nothing. Comms are jammed. Let's move. This will give me a chance to change my audio settings a bit because the background sound seems a bit loud. That's not doing nothing. That's a bit better. Not too quiet. She was human. She didn't speak with a Yank accent. She spoke. Actually, she spoke with a Yank accent because she's Southern, I believe. And it's also the universal translator, making it sound recognizable tone. Gorn is probably hearing it in his own language, but for the viewer we hear it in ways we can interpret. The Nakul's probably speaking in his own language as well, but the universal translator makes him sound like us.
We've got incoming!
Oh crap, it's an ambush! I'm getting flashbacks here of a previous battle in this bar. Where I just nuked everyone. Come on, clickies, quick. Before the NPCs do all my battling for me. More coming in! Gorn's got to stand on the table and make a show of it.
Yes, the battle is ordered one. Keep fighting.
For the honour! And the exit. Is that it? Is that it? Are we done? Are we done? Martog, you alright? I know you're old.
We're being held. Looks like a locals.
Thought I saw another target, but no. Looks like some Starfleet have been down, but they're bar patrons. So this fight split the bar patrons against each other as well. Who's calling us?
Well.
Madran!
Trouble contacting your ship. No transporter waiting to bring you up? You can thank me for that, friend. Chancellor Jimpock has placed a bounty on your head. Enough latinum to buy a small moon. With that kind of profit on the line, I simply had to turn you into the Klingons. What Ferengi in their right mind wouldn't?
I've warned you back in mine enemy, Madrid. You're supposed to stay off my radar.
As far as I'm concerned, the wrong Klingons are about to set sail for Stovokor or Valhalla, or wherever they go when they die. I'm afraid I'm not an authority on the Klingon afterlife.
You'll be meeting it soon. You're making a big mistake.
I think I'm going to agree to disagree with you on that. Try not to hold it against me. After all, it's just business.
Business? My head's up. We have... Ah, hang on a minute. Business, my. Heads up, we have incoming! Jump up, put a price on our heads. That must mean he cares about us. I feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Accolade complete, Boar. B-O-O-R. Boa. Look at the stripper with a minigun. A pussycat stripper. Hey pussycat, I'm taking you home with me. You can be my new pet. Oh, these bad guys ignite really well when they're full of alcohol. They're quite flammable. They got some Riemann help there.
That Ferengi got this place locked down tight. Only way we're getting out of here fast is by getting the bypass codes from him.
Great, know where he is?
As a matter of fact, I do. The little darling's hiding in the arena.
I think it's time we had a little word with him. Let's go.
You mind taking that field down? I got a splinter in my hacking finger.
My hacking finger. And my spaceship's up on bricks in the courtyard. Madran? What are you playing at?
You are my nemesis, my tormentor. Kyoto to my quark. This time, though, I'm going to be rid of you at last. There's no way you will bypass my disruption field and beam out to safety. Yes, that little challenge is beyond even your skill. Nemesis.
I'm glad to know I'm your nemesis. You remember me from Mine Enemy when I destroyed the Tal Shiar base. So the Tal Shiar weren't enough, now it's the Klingons you're hiding.
I think not. As soon as
Jump
the
Park
Klingons
is on
and I
your
settle
side.
that minor disagreement over my pay, I'll let them resume their hunt and finish you off once and for all.
So it's odd, the Tal Shiar were on the run the last time we met Madran. And we destroyed their secret base. And now it's the other way around. We're the ones who are about to have ourselves destroyed by the official corrupt Klingons.
He'll surrender if we can get past that personal shield of his, but there's no way we're knocking it down with our weapons. We can sabotage the generators that are powering the shield, however.
Make it so.
Let's see how Empire
Ah, we've been here before, we handled it well. We defeated a pirate crew. They're not as gorilla as a Gorn. Are they endless? Say hello to my little friend. I think it is an endless stream of them. A lot of monkeying about. At least we're not on a clock, so we can have some fun killing these things for a bit. Are they glitching like they do in Colony Invasion? I don't think so. That might have been fixed now. I'm going to have to play Colony Invasion at some point to see if it's been fixed. Trophy Hunter accolade. I begin to think they're endless, and that you have to disable the generator while in combat. But I'm going to keep fighting them for a bit longer, rather than trying to disable the thing, just to see if they do eventually come to an end. It's like he's got a Magatu replicator. Deactivate them all at the same time. Yes, I'm beginning to think we've got an endless stream of Magatu. Unfortunately, we can't deactivate while shooting, and we have to shoot or we'll die. No, didn't work. You have to kill him first. Getting there. That's the first one done. Now we started on generator 3. We're doing it backwards by the look of things. The question is, would they have come to an end with their spawns if we hadn't have deactivated the generator?
How about a little local flavor?
Scorpions! I just realised I haven't put my Gorn bite onto my toolbar.
I believe it's time to release the hound.
Uh-oh. We got too close to this generator, I think, and it triggered the hounds. It's a good fight. You're supposed to use your away team as a distraction, I suppose, to buy yourself time to deactivate the generators. But I'm enjoying the fight. Screw it, let's have a real party. We already are, I think. So all you have to do is go near the generators to activate them. Sorry, to trigger the enemy. Are you a little tank? That's all three.
No, no, no! Shields losing power! Crush them, squatters! Crush them!
T-Rex! Hey, look, it's Dingaling's mum. I can't move, I'm frozen in spot. Only joking, Dingaling. Debuff him a little. Oh, give me some health. I don't want to use a consumable. My clicky's only worked. I got my own little dinosaur now. My Dyson saw. Am I the only one left of my away team? Nope, still got Kagen. You laid down a self-replicating minefield from a kit module, I guess. Jem'Hadar one. This is the sort of thing you need to take a screenshot of. You can wait a bit, Mandarin, while I pick up loot. You're not going nowhere. Gorn with a minigun can handle anything. Ah, and he's so cute. And I can take this opportunity to put my Gorn bite onto my tool tray. You're under arrest. Give us the data.
Well played. But you haven't won yet. With just a push of a button, I'll beam out to my ship and leave you here for whatever bounty hunters or mercenaries that come along.
Assimilate doesn't always work on bosses, I suppose. Something on your mind, Adepta? Where is she? There she is.
Well, not much. Other than I've broken through the jamming and, contacted our ships. It appears they've locked their weapons onto a modern ship in orbit. All of their weapons.
You mean she did all that during combat, didn't she? All that and a bag of chips. You might be able to beam out Madran, but it will be a short trip. You'll be vaporized.
You wouldn't dare. You couldn't. Could you?
I suggest you let us go, unless you're prepared to find out.
First the Klingons betray me,
But we're
and
not
now
prisoner
this.
anymore.
I'd have better luck dealing with the Borg. Fine, you win. field's down. Now get out of my bar.
If we do leave, it'll cost you.
Let's get moving before I change my mind and shoot this little cuppack for his betrayal.
Be my guest, Martug. Very well, Chunk 2, Patak. Beam us up. That was a good fight.
If the Ferengi hasn't told Jempok and Imperial Security where we are by now, I'll eat cold, dead gawk. We need to get moving.
Why don't we stand and fight the Empire? The whole lot of the Empire. Nah, I'd rather fight the Borg, they're easy. Agreed, everybody is ready to go.
As ready as possible under the circumstances. Industry has become considerably more inhospitable, and it wasn't terribly pleasant to begin with.
Indeed, Captain Barr, your status.
The crew of the Cold Star stands ready. Some of us a little more than others.
Oh?
What can I say? This caper's gonna be a real peach. Hell, I just signed up just for the bragging rights. Well, that said, the latinum we're getting for this is gonna spend mighty nicely. Think I might spend the entire summer on Risa. Y'all seen those cute little statues they got there? Whew! Girl can get into all sorts of mischief with one of those.
Yeah, I'll be happy to teach you all about Jamahara. I have suspicions about her. She might not be what she appears to be. I think it's time we were going to warp. Sorry, my dyslexia sometimes gets in the way. Onward, onward.
The Lucara is engaging the enemy ahead. I see no need for Jaula to claim all the glory for herself. Prepare for battle. Come
Red
on.
alert! All hands, battle stations. And cloak. And it looks like Martug's using the same ship as me. Oh, come on, guys. Don't make me go in all by myself. This'll be glorious. Slow and steady wins the race. Target the Empire forces and fire! You right, Chirula?
We must act quickly. I was able to jam transmissions from the Loyalist vessels, but one of the cowards managed to escape the battle. It will not be long before he returns with reinforcements.
I bet that's Torg or someone like that. Very well, our infiltration team is ready to begin when you are, Matriarch.
Good. Meet me at the following coordinates within the facility.
You're coming with us? What if you get killed? I'll never live it down.
I am not a leader who hides behind their allies like Jempok. If the key to his defeat lies in that stronghold, I will be there to seize it. Do I make myself clear?
As a bell.
If you two Targs are done growling at each other, we have work to do on Gorath. At it, Pop. Empire comes to end us.
He called me a targ. Right, we're going to have to make sure he never makes it to the throne, to the Chancellorship. We're going to have to assist his honourable retirement. I suspect someone might die in this episode. They should. Either Jumpug, Martuk or Jaula. One of them's got to die. One of them's got to pull an Alexander Rishenko. I mean, the story needs some weight to it.
House Torg. I recognize the lingering stench of cowardice and dishonor.
Yeah, one of them's got to die. Jaula, Jumpug or Martuk. I suspect it might be Jumpug, but it would give the story some consequence instead of everybody living happily ever after. The stench belongs to Imperial security forces.
We can mock our enemies later, Joe. Until then, we have work to do.
Taskmaster?
Yeah, about that. I took a little peek at the data flow around here, and I located a prime access point. It's not far. I should be able to get what we need there.
Understood. Ready weapons. This is bound to be heavily guarded. Looking for the door. I'm guessing it's one of the corner ones. Oh, the doors are small little things here. Check your corners. Knock knock. Hello, it's just me. No, no one in. Got to go to the green door. Ding dong. Tell you what, let's just kill them rather than seeing if they're really invested in their course of action. No questions, just kill them. This is not Starfleet. Starfleet would have attempted negotiation first, and if the negotiation failed, they would have stunned them.
I handled it.
Death before dishonor! That was a waste. And they didn't even notice. I'm down! Man down! Man back up again, because fortunately he knows about time travel. Would help if my clickies clicked when I clicked them.
Another glass door unlocked. You're welcome.
That doesn't count. I had paradox corrector. So that def don't count. It don't count. Honest. I'll keep telling myself that. Maybe one day it will be true.
There's our console. Back there in the corner.
We're gonna get ambushed. Gonna trigger their security. if we haven't already.
Alright, alright, alright. Here we go, folks. Stand back and watch this magic happen. Oh, and if you don't mind, please keep any uninvited guests from putting a disruptor blast in my back while I work.
How about your front? Is that any better for you? I'm gonna kill you when this is done because I don't want to leave any loose ends. She's taking lots of disruptors in her back. Accolade complete. Great house master. Let's protect Scarlet O'Hara.
I think they're learning just how dangerous they are. Ah!
She's done. I like vaporizing them. So far it's a lot of battle,
Okay, good news, bad news time.
which you'd expect from a Klingon. From a Klingon episode. And the story's okay. We got to meet Madrid again. To follow up on how we left him in the past. And we're hunting for data to clear our names so that Jumpok is forced to lift the bounty from our heads. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, the good news is I extracted some of the data you were looking for. It's encrypted, but I can crack that later.
And the bad news?
Yeah. Bad news is they broke it up, stored it in several systems here. This here's the first system. I need to crack the next one to get to the rest of the goods.
Oh, really? So you're dragging it out. Are you being paid by the hour?
Ready to move on, boss?
Let's move. I'm guessing it's down here. I've been using our Argeus set along with the Nukara set. Seems to be working great for me.
Consoles behind that big
Is
door.
that Argeus
At the end of
space
the
or
hall.
ground set? Sorry, Argeus is a space set, isn't it? From the, I think it was in the Lobby store for a while. And Nukara would be better. Argeus is a bit dated, I think. Hang on a minute. Let's not leave any corner unturned, any stone unturned. For space I generally use, not on this character, but I generally use the Nukara engines and shield because they give a 2-piece bonus that increases weapon damage, and the Terran deflector and warp core for survival. Just checking corners.
Here we go again, folks.
There's your console.
You know the drill. Keep me safe, get your data. I like the keep me safe part more myself.
No, I like the data part more. I'm a scientist myself, I could probably handle it. So the idea is to defend her until she finishes, that way battle will be over quicker. And then it's just a matter of mopping up whoever's left. So we've got to keep targeting the one that's near her, I'm guessing. So that she can work quicker. I suppose it's like defending the technicians in Assault on Terra Nor. I just realised I've got an injury. But it didn't count. I had Paradox Corrector. I was going to say I'm using myself as a human shield for her, but I'm not a human, I'm a Gorn shield, so her odds at surviving are better.
Klingon intelligence must have lowered their standard. Oh, they'll easily join their ranks.
Why can't you click 2 clickies at once? She's done. They're all dead. I was just about to try and bite someone because I just noticed. Pity, they're all dead. I'll try it when I get a moment. Problem?
Yes, definite problem. Some sneaky bastards in the system with me. They shunted the last bit of data before I could grab it.
And it sounds like Madran? Maybe?
It ain't all bad. I managed to lock the network down before they could get it out or delete it. It's stuck in another system, though. If we hurry, we can get to it before whoever's blocking me does.
More excuses. I'm beginning to suspect you more and more. A bit like Scarlett O'Hara. Everybody thought she was the good guy until they watched the movie and realised she was bad. She was the ultimate racist. I think it's down this way, looking at the map. You know, Janeway was based on Scarlett O'Hara. Obviously the writers have never actually watched Gone with the Wind. Hang on, can't bite them, they're dying too quick.
Like that locked door is gonna stop me. Huh.
Klingon head doesn't taste like chicken. That's human head. Klingon head tastes like turkey. It's actually a toxic bite. Come on, Clicky. How long did it take? That's the clickies not clicking. That's 2 bits of injury I forgot to heal.
on the right-hand side.
Oh, and this is the official place where you're supposed to take a screenshot. Because we've all been told to take a screenshot here. Nope, not gonna. I'll choose my own places. And I bet they're all covered in shadow as well.
Gonna need an extra set of hands here. Our mysterious friend might try to stop me. And I need one of you to run interference for me in the upper security system while I get the data.
Who is our mysterious friend? Mandrid, I suppose. Madran. Oh, look at this Gorn go. He's really nerding out. He's doing his Spock. Getting the Spock on. I believe I'm almost there. I do.
Do you have it? Did you extract the final evidence?
Yes.
We got it all right, but the other side knows we did too. You ask me, it's time to get out of here while the getting's good. We can't beam out of here. Room's heavily shielded. Might have better luck in the room just outside, though.
I think she needed me to extract the data so that she could transmit it to Jumpuck. I don't trust her. She's a red shirt. Now that's the screenshot you need.
And so you're treason. You're dishonor, bros.
I knew he'd turn up somewhere. A car, son of a camshaft. A van, son of a lorry.
I suppose I should thank you. The evidence you collected will help me keep Jumpuck in line. After I take it from
I assimilated him when I was on that ice planet. Implausibility of reason or something? Impossibility of reason? I assimilated him in the cave. Nanopulse Targ!
It has half your looks and twice your brains.
Ah! At least I have both my eyes, old man. Training Targs for battle has been a family specialty for centuries. According to legend, my ancestors could fire lightning from their eyes. With this power, they tamed the first wild Targ.
Genetic engineering.
Superstitious nonsense.
I think I've heard that story before.
Such nonsense can be most effective. As you are now.
Wasn't there someone trying to make Klingon augments once?
Dishonor your house and your people. I will drag you to the deepest pit in Grethel and leave you to rot.
You will do little more than fill the belly of my beast, matriarch. You will never live to see the day where I am the Chancellor, the throne of my empire. Kill them. Make sure the beast is well fed before you return.
He sounds like Marta, like Gowron.
Die well.
Her car sounds a bit like Gowron. Holy cow, dying. Debuff him. Akar, you're next. Gotta kill your dogs first. It would help if the clicks didn't cancel. Where's the car? Or is he already down? These clickies are inadequate. The way they're not activating. Or they're getting cancelled out by it all the time. Screw it, use a battery. And that battery was useless. The moment I used it is the moment it disappeared. Supposed to be large hypos, they don't do nothing. Trying to find some cover in various places. How many times is that now? 4 deaths? Since the episode began?
I will give you what you get. A warrior death.
Whew. That was a bit too tough.
We have the evidence of Jimpok's crime, but it still needs to be revealed to each and every cleaner.
How do you intend to reveal it to all Klingons?
Once I am back on the Lucara, I will breach security on one of the comsats in orbit over Gorath. After that, I will transmit the evidence of Jimpok's crimes throughout the Empire.
And it will just be seen as a fake Evidence is not proof.
I think I can quicken that up considerably. I've seen enough of their code to crack one of their comsats like an egg.
Surely you can, Charlie.
That is acceptable. Your assistance will be appreciated, Wilkins, and well rewarded.
I'm not sure if there's any more episode to come,
Reign is in our grasp. It is time we put it to use.
but I do desperately need a pee. We've got a space battle.
We are about to begin the process.
Excellent.
And by we, she means me. Hi! First time I've ever been on a Klingon ship, and it's nice and all, but I can do without all the red lights. Makes me nervous.
Have you got something to be nervous about?
After what we just went through, this'll be a walk in the park. But seriously, keep the Lucara in one piece and everything will work out just fine.
Not really.
Check your long-range sensors. A fleet of Klingon vessels is approaching in time warp. I doubt they are coming for bloodline and gunk.
Maybe they're going to join us?
This pathetic crusade of yours ends here and now, fool.
Ah, Jumpox here. Saves me the trouble of...
The Lucara is taking enemy fire.
Are you sure Jumpuck is here, or is he just remotely transmitting his voice?
For the Empire. Come on.
Let's wait for all the surprises to come in.
Power to defense systems. Request covering fire in our position.
I had to put out a bubble. 2 bubbles. Because I'm not sure what this ship is. It's big and nasty. It's not the flagship though. Gonna have to back it up. Hang on a minute. Did that ship switch sides? That big one. No, it fools you with science, that big ship. Oh, it's taking its time, and now it's science again. Science whammied again. It's a tricky little ship, that one. Why does this ship keep changing from blue to red, enemy to good guy?
I speak now to all within the Klingon Empire. Bear witness to the treason of Jempok.
the true mastermind behind the attack at Kitchener.
That is Jimpock's vessel. He fired the weapon.
This dishonor must be avenged. Ah, nothing but more multi-lies. Neither Jimpock nor Chakula is fit to lead. I will not follow
Martog!
into battle.
The Empire has lost its way. Hell, Santa Claus for home. Our house must secure its own path forward. Alone.
That big ship kept changing from good guy to bad guy in the battle.
They are leaving. They abandon us.
Cowards! Traitors all! The great houses have lost their honor! It does not matter. The Empire has no need of a High Council. All it needs is an Emperor.
Kalos?
In vain.
He's dead.
The battle was won.
Twice.
But the alliance of the great houses, my brother's greatest work, is lost.
Takuvma. The Klingon Empire has collapsed.
Yet the victory we have earned is bereft of glory. This has taken a toll on Lady Jula. I believe she has suffered a crisis of faith. We must leave this place before Emperor Jumpok sends more of his rabid Tarks to attack.
I agree, but it should be easier to be on the run now, because only Jumpok's house is after us, and what's left of the Empire around him. The other houses are probably going to fortify their own borders and go neutral to see what happens, what the outcome is. So the Klingon Empire has basically collapsed, split off into shattered segments. That was fun. I did say that someone needed to die to give this story some weight. I never expected it would be the Empire itself. The Empire has died and needs emergency medical treatment.
Jimbok, in his first act as Emperor, has dismissed the High Council. The alliance of the great houses forged by Tukuma has been shattered. Those who have not sworn fealty to Jimbok have split to pursue their own agendas. Only a scant few still stand with House Mokai. Lady Juuna believes she must follow in her brother's footsteps and seek the wisdom of the monks on board.
So she's burying her head in the sand.
She will discover what must be done to restore the Empire and defeat Jumpok. Now that our names have been cleared, we can move openly again within the Empire. I will contact you when the time comes to travel to Boreth.
To Boreth, the Klingon monastery, where you can seek the guidance of Kalos from beyond the grave, the original Kalos, unless they clone another. So the story continues. The Klingon Empire has shattered into pieces. It's a shadow of its former self, and the Klingon houses that are no longer part of the Empire are now gonna serve their own agendas, running rampage through the galaxy, forging their own little bits of territory. How will this affect the Romulans? Because the Romulans are allied with the Klingons. And will the Federation take advantage of the Klingons' distraction and weakness by making the houses war against each other? they're probably going to go back to old ways and start warring against each other for the little scraps left of the Empire. I want to see it all burn. Very fitting for a Klingon story. Anyway, there's my reward. Disruptor. Nanopulse Staff Rifle. I'm going to beam to my ship and equip that and see what it does. Beam to my bridge. I hope everybody enjoyed watching that. My first blind playthrough. I died, what was it, 4 times? All on the ground. So this character, despite trying to heal him a lot and use the trainer's cover, he didn't do brilliantly, but I'm not unhappy with his performance. I just wish he was a bit stronger. Wow, it's taken a long time to load. Because it's patching. And it feels like the patch has ceased, so I might end up getting booted. Come on, game. Come on, game. I've only got a little bit hard drive space left for this video. Yeah, it looks like the game is frozen. But at least I got through the whole episode. Surely the patching can't take that long. And there's no way to cancel beaming to your ship. Yeah, I think the game's frozen. Give it a couple more seconds. Okay, I'm going to restart the game. Because it doesn't seem to be responding. I'm going to put up a little AFK card on my screen to protect my password, but I'm not actually AFK. I'm just protecting my password. Still here. And it always does that. Wait to respond. It will respond. Give it a moment to load properly. Still patching for my bridge, I think. Yeah. There we go. We went straight up onto the bridge. I wonder why it froze. Heal that final injury. And there's the weapon. It is Nanopulse Staff Rifle. Trying to see it, but it's hard to see. That's the best I can get on at the moment to show it off. It's very small. It reminds me of a jailer's staff that does electrical damage. That's how small it is, but then it probably only looks small because it's in the hands of a big Gorn. I'm going to try that at some point, so I'll leave it equipped for now. Oh, it's got a melee attack as well. Oh, nice! Now it's better. I like that. Very ninja thing. And you don't need to be in target mode to use the melee part when not in combat. And he's holding it different too. It is nicely peculiar looking. Anyway, that's the end of my YouTube video. It recorded it all nicely. So, to those watching later on YouTube, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. See you in the next recording, YouTube.